Okay, so now look at into the economics subject. What economics branch will study about? Economics subject which will study, analyze inflation, unemployment and price regulation. Okay, whatever the problems which is and occurring in the economy, all the problems will be cleared by the economics subject. Okay, so what is the main economic problem? Okay, what is the main economic problem? Economic problem. The economic subject is concerned with the economic problem. So what are the economic problem? See, unlimited wants. Human wants are unlimited. Human wants are unlimited, but resources are very scarce. Resources are scarce. Human wants are unlimited. To satisfy the human wants, there is alternative uses of limited resources. That's what Robbins thought. Okay, the problems are unlimited. Being unlimited resources, to satisfy the unlimited wants, we can satisfy with the limited resources. Means alternative uses. That's what Lionel Robbins given the definition. Lionel Robbins thought that the unlimited wants or limited resources which can be maximized with the options whichever given, whichever the choices, whichever the best option. Means by using the opportunity cost. What do you mean by opportunity cost? Opportunity cost which study about the unlimited resources. Whatever the, for example, if I am doing particular one job, for example, as I am working as a teacher, I may get 10,000 rupees, right? But now I have changed my activity. I am changing my economic activity from teacher to as a lecturer, which may be 20,000, right? So in this between there is a 10,000 rupees are very different. The variation is 10,000, which is called opportunity cost. Clear? So now look at into the. So we have studied about the economics. Economics is a subject in the branch of economics knowledge which can be studied about the management, resources, economic problems, taxation, inflation, poverty, unemployment. All problems will study in the economics subject. Right? So there are one of the major economic problem which is unlimited wants but limited resources. To satisfy the limited resources, we can use opportunity, means choice of. Okay, the choice which can be made by the people. The best optimum choice, best alternative choice. Okay, the best alternative choice which can be chosen by the people. That is what opportunity cost. Okay, let's look at it. So if you are looking into the economics, there are the number of resources. Okay, so satisfying the whatever the resources, whatever the limited resources we have thought, right? So what are the resources? Actually, what are the resources which will we have in state or any country? Okay, so resources are four types, which are land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. So land. What do you mean land in the economics perspective? Land which can be used in agriculture as well as to provide in the natural resources, whatever the forest, water, minerals. Okay, so there was diversified meaning in the land. Okay, in the economic subject, land is not only using agriculture, it also provides natural resources. Climate it will provide, forest it will provide, water, each and everything will provide by the land itself. Next, labor. What do you mean by labor? In economics perspective, labor is the two way of labors. In that, first one is physical labor and second one is mental labor. Physical labor will work by physical effort. It can do work. Okay, that physical labor. And mental labor it can use mind. based on mind, based on the creative thinking, it can be used labor. There will be skilled labor. The best example, as an engineer, as a teacher, as a lawyer, as a doctor. These are all things come the skilled labor which are mentally, right? That's what labor. That's one of the major resource in the economics. Okay, next one. Capital. What do you mean by capital? Capital is that can be utilized you resources, whatever the resources which have in the country, it is not provide direct satisfaction, but it will provide, means it will help to produce another good. Okay, what is the capital? Capital means which will provide another good. Okay, which will provide another good, or which will not give direct satisfaction. But the best example for capital is dams. Okay, transportation roads, buildings. Okay, these are all things which comes under capital. Okay, capital will provide to produce another good. Okay, for example, dams are providing some other good because the storage the water which can be cultivate, whatever the water storage which we can make to produce the power generation, and simultaneously we can produce the agricultural crops, whatever the food grains, whatever the commercial crops which can be produced in the using the water which are stored in the dams. So that's one of the major capital good in this economic perspective. Let's look at into the building aspect. Okay, by building, whatever the building which may be infrastructure, okay, to provide any IT sector, to provide any industrial sector, to manufacturing any food processing, we need to build up any building. Okay, by building the whatever the things to storage the whatever the commodities like perishable goods, non-perishable goods. Okay, this can be storage in this particular building which can be used as a capital. Right. Next one. Entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is the one of the most important aspect in the economics, because whatever the land, labor, capital things which can be rolled out, which can be maintained, which can be regulated by the entrepreneur. Okay, who is entrepreneur? Entrepreneur, it can be try to take risk. Okay, it can try to produce the new goods, new innovation, goods and services in the concept of economics aspect. Right. Entrepreneurship is the most important topic in the economic subject, which can be provide all the whatever the things which can manage the things to produce another good. It can be collab, it can be correlation. Okay, it can be correlation of all the inputs, all the raw materials, and it can be contact. Whatever the labor, land, capital, all those can be taken is at one granted, that will be make one assumption so that it will make a proper good answer. Okay, so entrepreneur is the one of the most important role in the economics subject itself. Right. Next. So we are studying in this particular economic subject. Economic is the human behavior and economic activity which can be studied. Whatever the problems, whatever the situations in the economy, poverty, unemployment, inflation, okay, all those things will study in the branch of economic knowledge. Right. Later we had economic problem. Economic problem means the concern, economic subject concerned with the economic problem which are unlimited wants but limited resources. To satisfy the whatever the unlimited wants, we have a limited resources. By using the limited resources with the best optimum choice, means the best alternative choice we can take in that particular products or goods and services, whatever the resource which we have in this country, whatever the resource which we are available, that will be managed in this particular economic aspect. Right. Next, Leonard Robbins. So Leonard Robbins, the most one of the best definition is given in this particular economic problem. He said that human behavior is the relationship between ends and scarcity. What it is? Human behavior is ends and scarcity. Okay, the relationship between ends and scarce resources is called economics. Okay, what he thought? Economics, the definition of economics by Leonard Robbins said that human behavior, the relationship between ends and scarce resources which alternative users. Right. So ends means unlimited wants. Scare means limited resources. By unlimited wants, what are the limited resources which we have? So we can use that limited resources. In that particular limited resources, we are going to take best alternative choice. That's what economics think, economics analyze, economics study. Right? Next. So we have studied later the different types of resources, economic resource, which are land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. Okay, these are the four major aspects which we are going to study in this particular aspect economic subject. Land, which will be provide not only agriculture, which will provide climate, weather, water, transport, minerals, forest, each and everything will provide in the land. Labor will be two types of labor, mental labor and physical labor. Physical labor will can do by their own activities. They will make an effort physically, okay, but mental they will use brain, okay, based on brain skilled creativity they will work, okay, mental. So let's next capital, which can be called the best example for the capital: dams, buildings, road transport, each and everything, missionaries, high level missionaries, okay, these are all things comes under capital, which may not give satisfaction direct, which will give indirect satisfaction, means it will provide resources, it will help to produce another good. That's what capital. Okay, capital cannot give direct satisfaction to human, but capital provide another good. Okay, it will help to produce another good. Clear? Next, entrepreneurship means he is trying to invest. Entrepreneur is trying to invest in order to having land, labor, capital. He will provide, he will take labor, he will take land, he will take capital. Okay, by correlation of these all the resources, he will produce new goods and services. That's what entrepreneurship. Okay, by taking risk, he will get some amount of profit. There may be loss. Okay, if well enough price is there, particular whatever he produce, there will be good price, there will be good profit for him. If there is no good price for it all, there will be losses for him. Okay, that's what risk taking ability who is having entrepreneur. Okay, next. So what are the output we can study? Okay, we studied the resources we have, economic problem we have. So resources we have, limited resource. What is the resources we studied in the particular four types of resources: land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. But after what kind of goods which can be produced, right? So that the goods which are going to study in that particular four types of goods, which are consumer goods and services and capital goods. Okay, consumer goods are tangible. Tangible means which we can see: car, okay, petrol, okay, whatever, house, road, each and everything, whatever we can see, we can observe, we can directly access, that is called tangible goods. Intangible goods are services like teacher, professor, doctor, lawyer, engineer. These services can call be as intangible goods. Right. Next, capital goods which cannot give direct satisfaction to the human, but it will help to provide another good. That's what capital. So what are the major example for the capital, which may be raw material, for example like steel, cement, fertilizer. These are all things comes under capital goods, right? So in order to making the process whatever are goods and services, this process will lead to final goods and services. These final goods can be made as a price determination. That whatever the price determined goods which will be calculated end of the year, which can be called as GDP, gross domestic product. Clear? Right. Yeah. Next topic. So we had a study about the basic concept of economics, where the word economics came from the exist in this world, and okio is a house, nomos is a management. Okio nomos, it is a Greek word by the Aristotle. Right. So household management is taught by the Aristotle. Later we had to study economics is a branch of knowledge, which will be study about the poverty, unemployment, inflation, whatever the economic problem, which all will solved by the economic. So later economic problems, we had a number of economic problems, which are all the problems, main economic problems concerned with the human wants are unlimited. By unlimited wants, we have to satisfy with the limited resources. In that limited resources, we are going to take the best or alternative choice. Okay, opportunity cost we can apply in this particular economic problem. So in this regard, till this point you might be clear. Later, resources are different resources. What are the economic resources? Land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. Simple. These 4 economic resources which we are going to study. Labor is 2 types of, mental and physically. Land will be not only using agriculture, which can be provide natural resources, environment, climate, weather, water, transport, minerals, each and everything will be provided in the land itself. Next, capital. Capital which cannot give satisfaction direct to the human, which will give satisfaction indirectly to providing new another good. Means it helps to provide another good. Take an example, building, dams, road, transport, whatever the machinery goods. Okay, these are all things, raw materials, fertilizers, cement, steel, iron, all those things will come under the capital goods. Okay, capital goods will not give direct satisfaction, right? So that is what capital. Next, entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship will give the not direct satisfaction. Entrepreneur is a concept which we are going to study in the economics. It is making all the allocation, means management of this all the whatever the land, labor, capital, which will take it up one place and provide one good. Okay, it will make one good. To making one good, whatever the resource, land, labor, capital, which we need to be correlation, which we can be managed in particular place, so that there will be production of goods and services. Right. So goods and services, there are different types of goods. There may be consumer goods and services, at the same time tangible and intangible, and capital goods. Okay. So for we are going to get to know after all the processes making by the particular producers, so that there will be goods and services, final goods and services, which will be calculated in terms of price. Okay, and at the end of the year, that will be called as GDP, gross domestic product. Clear? Next, what are the central problems in economic subject? Okay, what are the economic problems? So the major economic problems in the economics, those are what to produce, how to produce, whom to produce, at what provision has to produce to make economic growth. These 4 major economic central problems which are occurred in every economy. There may be capitalist, there may be socialist, there may be mixed economy. Each and every economy there will be have these major economic problem. How can we solve it? Okay, what to produce? First we will study. What to produce means, in order to satisfy the consumer wants, consumer desires. Okay, based on consumer satisfaction, based on consumer demand and consumer willingness, consumer desire, but that particular aspect, goods and services has to be produced. That's what to produce. How to produce? Okay, for example, some amount of people, they are trying to, sir, we want this kind of good. For example, mobiles, Oppo mobiles, there may be Oppo mobile, there may be agriculture, land, food, grains, whatever they need, they can be produced, right? So we got to know what kind of goods can be produced by the producers. So how to produce? Okay, you are saying you can produce goods and services, it's okay, right? But what to produce is clear. But how can you produce the goods and services? How can you produce? There is one of the major in that. So that to clear that problem, we have 2 methods that are labor intensive and capital intensive. Right? Labor intensive will provide labor related. The countries like developing economy, they mostly use labor intensive method. Countries like developed economy, USA and Japan, Germany, France, these countries will use the capitalist method. Clear? That is what, how to produce. Okay, next, for whom to produce? What to produce means goods and services what particular consumer need, that will produce by what to produce. How to produce means what kind of method, labor and capital. Right. Or whom to produce means the producer, whatever the producers related things. There may be consumer good, there may be capital good, there may be tangible, intangible, whatever they need, they will try to produce the goods and services in that particular questioning problem, which is what to, how to produce or whom to produce. What provision has to be produced to make economic growth? Means in order to making the choice, whatever the consumers demands, their desires or willingness, there will be some amount of goods and services with respect to labor or capital intensive method, and producing goods and services with respect to the satisfying the human wants. Clear? Next, what extent it has to be make it out? What extent means to provide to economic growth, how can this particular regard human economic growth can be satisfied? Clear? So there may be particular choice. So these are all things will be made, but the three economies which are capitalist economy, and mixed economy and socialist economy. Socialist economy regulated by the government, capitalist economy regulated by the private owners, mixed economy will be private and public partnership. Okay, India is a mixed economy from the 1950s, socialist pattern of economy we are seeing in the last 50 years. Indian economy is a socialist pattern of economy. Why? Because we are using private ownership at the same time public ownership. Socialist economy. Russia is the best example for the socialist economy, right? And the capitalist economy. Capitalist is the best example for the USA. USA is the one of the most best example for the capitalist economy. Why? Because in that particular government there is no government intervention in the producing the goods and services. Government cannot produce goods and services in capitalist economy. Only the countries like socialist economy, Russia, China, Cuba, these countries may produce goods and services in order to using the labor, using the people, labor work. Okay, that in the coming to mixed economy. Mixed economy there may be private ownership and public ownership. There is no particular institution intervention. Okay, there may be public and private. Take any particular scheme, any particular aspect, any particular manufacturing development. There will be depend on the private and public ownership. That's what mixed economy. Socialist economy is based on the government ownership, government regulations, government rules and regulations in order to produce the goods and services what economy need. Capitalist economy. Capitalist economy will be provide goods and services, capitalist owners only. There is no government intervention, right? So this is what economics basic introduction. I hope you all clear this concept. If you have any doubt, please make a comment in the comment section. If you like this video, please subscribe and share. Please don't forget to like and share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.